Hey guys, this is Bobby, and here's part 3. Now, I'm wearing these because I want to give a couple of movie reviews. The first one being Pacific Rim in IMAX 3D. I saw this with my dad last week at the mall, and I mean, I was already fascinated by this movie because anybody who knows me knows I'm a big fan of Japanese entertainment, particularly the tokusatsu genre, such as with heroes like with the Super Sentai, Kamen Riders, and of course Godzilla and the Ultramen, also, which was in the Ultramen. But anyway, this movie is about basically an apocalypse that's going on. Some giant monsters have begun gigantic monsters called kaiju have been coming out of the Pacific Ocean through a rift at the bottom, and they range from they vary in class, and these things start wreaking havoc on the Pacific on cities along the Pacific Ocean. And after a couple of them get through, they realize they need to build They need to build something to fight these things. So they create Jaegers, which are these giant robots, these giant two-man piloted robots. And the pilots are literally mentally synced; their minds are connected. And anyway, but sometime after the Jaegers are created and many kaiju are defeated, more just keep coming and coming. And this one guy named Rowley, he and his brother go after one called Knifehead. I think that was its name. I have to double check, but anyhow. And unfortunately, the kaiju does some serious damage to their Jaeger, and I won't say what happens, but it basically traumatizes Rowley, and he ends up basically disappearing until about 5 years later when he's re-recruited to pilot the last of the Jaegers, because the others had been destroyed due to the fact that the kaiju had been getting smarter and figuring things out. And well, he ends up meeting this girl. Her name was named Mako, which I remember now. I remembered because that was the name of Shinken Pink on Samurai Sentai Shinkenger, Mia's counterpart. But anyway, the two of them, they see, even though the commanding officer doesn't want them to, and he doesn't want Mako to, he realizes that Mako and Rowley, they work great together, and the two of them become and they become partners, and along with some other teams, they take on some kaiju. Now, this movie's also the most recognizable star in the whole film is Ron Hellboy Perlman. I won't say who he plays, but according to my friend Mike, one of my many friends named Mike, there's something that happens at the end of the credits. I did not see that part because my dad and I had to get home, and so Mike told me about it. I won't say what it is because I don't want to give it away. But anyway, I will say that with this movie, they eventually do realize something about the kaiju, and I mean, the CGI is amazing, character development incredible. The monsters themselves would probably make Godzilla a run for his life. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. And you know what? Maybe I should just talk about the next movie in the next, the other movie in the next part. But anyway, my dad said I should mention that my dad said that this movie would be the kind of thing you would need a big screen TV for, and I'm thinking add surround sound that would result in the neighbors calling the cops. Because I mean, that's how awesome the movie was. I felt the vibrations, right, the sound literally through my body. That's how awesome IMAX 3D was. This ends part 2. More to come. Part 3. More to come.